Okay, so what we've got here is a spreadsheet that we're looking at. It's going to be formed part of the meeting on the 15th of June for everybody, for ICT 2. So, we've got some information here. It's already been pre-brought across for us in this particular instance, and it's regarding some magazine sales. So, first of all, let's just go around and try and tidy some of this up. So, okay, we do that just as a reminder with a little click in between the cells like so, and what that does is that then opens everything up like thus. So what we now need to do, now we've got that nice and tidy, we can see a little bit, so let's just look through what the questions here. Is there anything we might need to think about further on? No, because it all looks pretty much we can do. Sometimes it's worth just reading through the questions and looking, because you might find there's something that's further on. If you did it a little bit earlier, helps you out in the initial stage of doing the spreadsheet, but they're okay with this one. So what we're looking at here is now produce a chart show the sale price of the magazine and profit. Okay, so profit is sales multiplied by the estimated sales less cost to print. So our formula, we're going to use this one here, which I'll just bold up for you. There you go. Is going to be equals sum, and then we can click here. Again, we can type the cell number in or cell name in, but it's sometimes better just to click on it, because then you know you're going to get the right one and you're not going to mistype. Multiplied, remember the asterisk is multiplication. Click on our next cell, minus cost for print, and that's our formula in. So just as a recap, depending on how you're looking at this, if you look at the main body of your keyboard for a moment, so you don't have a number pad on your keyboard, remember the asterisk is the multiplication key, which is just above figure 8. We don't use X because we can see X appears further on. Minus is just next door to the 0 key, plus next door to the backspace, and divide, which is that we use a little slash sign, we have to do that, is where the question mark key is. And you do have the number pad on your keyboard. Next door to number lock, going left to right, you have again the oblique sign, which is division, your asterisk, which is multiplication, your minus sign, which is your minus sign, and underneath, in between the minus sign and the enter, is another big button, which will be your plus key. Okay. So we've got that all in. All I now need to do is just drag and drop down. Okay. That then saves us having to duplicate or replicate the formula all the way down. Putting it in manually, it can just go this way here, which is actually quite good. Saves us some time. Okay. Right, so let's ask some more. We've got, what's our next lot of questions here? Well, we have them here. Here we go. Just bold them up. So make sure data's formatted, chart's clear and easy to read. Yeah, it's clear at the moment. I'm going to come back to that because I want to tidy this up at the end this time. So I now need to work out total estimated sales, total cost of print, and total profit. Okay, so I'm going to go down totals down here. The reason I'm doing this and leaving the gap is if I put this right up next to here, when I'm going to come and do the sort later on, it will include that information here, which we don't want. So let's keep our life simple to see that gap. So we've got our totals. So we need for estimated sales, cost to profit, and profit. Okay, cost to print, sorry. So equals sum, do the brackets, and then all I need to do is highlight that. Okay, and that'll add all those numbers up. If I don't use that, I would then have to put D2 plus D3 plus D4 plus D5 and so on and so forth, and you can miss things. Okay, so use what I've done here just to show you again, is equals sum, and then what I've done is I've dragged everything up. So just go through that there for you properly. Equals sum, brackets, drag all the way up, close the brackets off, done. And then, like what I've done at the top here, all done is column here profit, I can just drag across like so, and then that will just replicate everything in for me. Okay, so I don't have to do that formula again, I can just drag across. Average. Okay, So we can actually then tell this to work out what the average of everything is. Okay, same principle, equals, except this time, so sum, we type average. I then do brackets. I then just drag down like so. Close my brackets, exactly like I do when I was adding everything up. And that puts the average in. And then I can drag that across. All right. Now, I think I might just want to shrink that down a little bit. All right. Because that's quite a big sort of figure we've got going on there. There we go. That's a little bit better. In fact, let me just take that down. Now, okay, I don't have to do that because it hasn't asked for me to do that. So what I can do, let's go back and let's just put all those decimal points back in again, okay? But what you'll probably find is they'll actually say rewrite to 2 decimal points because it's money, so we'll have that in, all right? So I've shown you how it works, all right? So let me just do that. And there we go. We've got everything in there. So, right, so let's have a look at the next question. Sort the columns to show the most profitable sales. Okay, this is how we do that. So I want this to all relate in. So what I do is I highlight the main column I want. I then go to sort and filter. Sort small largest to smallest. Okay, now it comes up with that. Expand selection. I always expand selection. Why? Look at all these other figures going on around here. Okay, and when I press sort, look what happens. It puts everything, matches up all the data to the profit. If I did not do that, and I just did that, sort and filter, largest, smallest, and I just said continue with current selection, it only changes that column, not that column, which is not what we want. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'll go sort filter, sort to largest, expand selection, and that puts everything in for me. Okay. Now we'll do a little bit of tidying up because I think this is the appropriate time to do it now. So what I'm just going to do is let's just merge these together here, merge cells like so. So we're getting rid of those little lines in between, don't need to have them. We'll just merge cells like so and just knocking that into there. We need to put money signs in here. So highlight everything, home, general, currency, okay, and that puts our values in. General, currency, like so. Right, let's just tidy this up here. Let's move that to the left, sorry, to the right. That's nice and tidy. And I'll just notice I've just actually put it back, so let me just do that here. Here we go. Again, this is where you double check your work and what you're actually doing. That's nicely to the left there. In fact, what we're actually going to do is I'm going to have everything to do with that on the left hand side, because then so the money side matches up. Then I can just highlight like so, do bold, come down like so, do bold. That just tidies that up. I can then just highlight like so. And again, play this video back as many times as you like to actually see what's going on. Tool borders, tidies that up. Do that, tidies that up. Done. Okay. So create a pie chart to demonstrate the top most profitable 6 sales. Okay. Okay, so to do that, what I need to do is highlight my first 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep the control key down, and then go to the profit, replicate that, just drag that down like so. Recommended charts, and what we've been doing, we've specifically been asked for a pie chart. Okay, so we look here, and we have a list, and there's a pie chart, so we can click on that. If we can't find that initially, go to all charts, and you'll have all the different types of charts listed down there you can go to. Okay, and pick out pie chart, let's see. But here we go, pie chart. Again, just plain simple one, we'll do exactly what we need it to be, okay? And then we can just insert that in there and just go top 6 selling magazines, okay? And all that then leads me to do is, I know I've done this a little bit the wrong way around, but then I format it as I've gone through to make this work for me as I'm actually producing the document, okay? So all I need to do is just put my name in. So insert, header, footer, footer. Here we go, in types of name. So replicates into all the other spreadsheet, all the other sheets. But if I just do view, put it back to normal, and then I have everything as I would like it. So there we go. There is the spreadsheet that was covered in the ICT 2 on the 15th of June. Thank you very much.